The Civil War, one of the darkest times in American history, that tore to the heart of a once united nation. This conflict eventually led to the death of one of America's greatest presidents. Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, and delivered his speech on the same day.
That on the first day of January, in the year of our Lord, 1863, all persons held as slaves within our state, or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then henceforth forward and forever free, and the executive government of the United States, including the military and the naval authority thereof, will recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons, and will do no act or acts of repress such persons or any of them in any efforts they may make for their actual freedom.
Lincoln then ran for re-election and won against candidate General George McClellan.
We must continue the Civil War in order to end slavery across the United States. This will aid in saving the Union and bring back the Confederates.
I believe we should establish immediate peace between the Union and the Confederacy, even if it meant the perpetuation of slavery. Thank you.
This re-election infuriated the former candidates. One takes action, and that man was John Wilkes Booth.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition all men are created.
Who met up with his co-conspirator, David Harrell.
Now we are engaged in civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a large sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggle here have consecrated far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little know nor long remember that we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated, rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that we...
The Gettysburg Address left the South economically devastated and resulted in the criminalization of slavery in the United States.
Booth wanted one thing more than the others: to kill Abraham Lincoln. He had a kill list consisting of Andrew Johnson, William Seward, and Abraham Lincoln. Booth was planning to kill Lincoln at Ford Theater. Lincoln arrives at Ford Theater with his wife to watch the play Our American Cousin. Booth was seen walking upstairs towards Lincoln, but no one said anything. then exclaimed Sic Semper Tyrannis. People in the theater then started chasing Booth.
John Wilkes Booth rented a horse for his swift escape from the theater after killing Abraham Lincoln.
John Wilkes Booth broke his foot while jumping off the balcony. Booth then escaped and was hidden for 12 days, making his way to a barn house. Union soldiers then started to track down the whereabouts of John Wilkes Booth.
Sergeant Boston Corbett gave a statement in which he addressed that as soon as Harold was taken out of the barn was lit on fire with Booth still inside, and through a large crack in the barn, Sergeant Boston Corbett shot Booth.